Hey everyone, it's Brew here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. In this video, I'm going to talk about my account and what kind of champions I do have. And of course, give you an events update on how far I'm in the events and the tournament. If you didn't know, in champion chase tournaments, you get points out of every kind of champion that you get throughout the campaign mode, fusions, and of course, through your shards. So I'm currently right here at 1,268 points. I want to get 1,500 just for the 5-star chicken, because I think the 5-star chicken is an amazing reward. It makes it so much easier to get that 6-star champion, and I'm going to show you, of course, because I'm going to 6-star my Razin with this. I have already 1 chicken and 3 5-star food already leveled up, and I'm at 1,068 points. And of course, I'll try to get this reward. This reward is really nice, 125 gems. Hopefully by the end of the tournament, I'll get the reward. I don't want to get this reward because it's just a rare artifacts times 4. And that really sucks. I'd rather get the 125 gems. So let's quickly do the tournament. And we'll get on the account review. So guys, I leveled these guys up. I finished the events part and got every one of these guys at level 40 and maximum ascension for the 4-star, which is 4 stars of ascension. Just be careful with her, with this girl right here. She's a really good rare if you're having trouble in the faction wars maybe, but I did get her by opening 1 shard, void shard. So this is why I'm gonna fuse her. So I'm gonna fuse Alika right now. There we go. There's the fusion. Of course, we get Alika and we get the 250 points notification, as I told you before, guys. So I'm opening the tournament right now to get my reward, and you're gonna see I'm at 1,518 points. That's really good. I'm 200 points above the guy right here. Hopefully in 16 hours I'll stay there. So I got my chicken. So in the event right here, guys, you're gonna see that I have the red dot. This is the 100 XP boost. This is because I don't want to pick it up right now. We still have another 5 days of this event. Hopefully I'll try to get as much as possible and maybe get the legendary skill tome. But right here, guys, it says it stays for 24 hours after the event ends. So if you guys do have a reward that you want to save like this, the 100 XP boost, just leave it right there. Don't click it. And when the event ends, you still have 24 hours to get it. And then if you don't click it right there, it's still going to go to your mailbox and you're going to have a couple of days to still pick it up. So that's what I did for this event. I still had the 3 days XP boost from the previous event that we have. I'll show you a picture of this. So that was a good thinking of me to keep it right there, leave it in my mailbox and use it for this event. Because it's a champion training event, you need that 100 XP boost. So I'm not clicking that. It's annoying to see that red dot right there in the corner. But the other part, guys, is I got my Razin to level 50, 5 stars. I'm gonna get him now to 6 stars and get started on. I'll take him to 6 stars and get started with the leveling and masteries, of course. So I can finally get some damage in the clown boss. There we go. I'm not sacrificing anything. I have 2 chickens and 3 5 stars. There we go. Very nice. He's finally 6 stars, guys. I'm just gonna use my brews now and get him to get a few points. Easy points right there. And guys, if you're gonna level a champion and get his masteries as well, I recommend just using your energy and the Minotaur instead of leveling him up first and then going to Minotaur, because you're losing a lot of XP. Gives you about 45 levels worth of experience at 6 stars if you just take him to Minotaur and level him in there with your team, of course. If you have 5 man, it's about 4,000 XP with the 100% XP boost. If you have 4 man, I think it's 5,000 XP, and it goes on like that. If you can do 2 man with just Razin and another one, you get as much XP as possible, which is like saving you a lot of farming the campaign and then going to Minotaur. So that was a good tip. So the second part of the video, guys, it's gonna be the account overview. I'm just gonna show you everything that I have and what I'm gonna work on throughout the couple of weeks that are coming. Of course, this is Razin. This is my #1 guy that I'm gonna use. Look at him. I'm gonna, of course, skill him up once I have all his masteries ready. I found a couple of those, how much XP I was getting. Of course, I do have Molly. I'd really like to get her to level 60 and 6 stars. I do have War Chief as well. If you saw my legendary summoning videos, he's a really good off tank for Spider 20. If you guys didn't know, my other projects might be War Maiden, but I do have Ghostborn. Ghostborn is much better than War Maiden, and they do the same thing. Painkeeper is a nice rare as well. She's really good for faction wars, and maybe if you don't have anything else to get you through the dungeons. Teshada, not really, I just use her for faction wars. Seducer as well, he's really nice. Stu made a couple of videos on him and showing how you can use him to get through those dungeons because of his skills, because of his decreased attack, like the AoE decreased attack, his defense up, and if you do have Temptress, he gives an ally protection as well, which is really nice. What other things do I have that I'd really like to work on? Maybe I do have Lightsworn. He's really nice for the Fire Knight keep. I have him on level 40 right now, no artifacts, nothing, I just leveled him up. The same thing as Padma, I use her for faction wars just to do the stage 1. She's really good for her attack down, but I do have other champions that provide me that attack down. I do have Dark Aethel as well. The same thing, I just use her for faction wars. Captain Tamila, High Katoon, everyone has her. She's a really good champion. If you don't have anything that gives a speed boost or a speed aura, and it's free, you get it in the first 30 days that you play. Mistress of Hymns, she's also really good for faction wars. Out of all this, I might be leveling Lightsworn out of these epics, and then Padma, but Lightsworn might be much better because I need something for the Fire Knight. His A1 is, I think, it's 3 attacks, which is also Sylar right here. She is really good in the Spider dungeon, as far as I know, because of her A1 and her A3. Her A1 is just an AoE, but her A3, nice decreased speed on all enemies and a turn meter reduction. The bad thing about epics, guys, is that I don't have any epic skill books. I used all of them on Rearguard Sergeant, and the guide is coming on her. What else do I have? I do have Warcaster. I think he's useless. He's not good, so I'm not gonna level him. Of course, the epic champions, as I said, I don't have the skill book, so I'm really stingy on who to level up. Exemplar, I think she's good as well. She's got an A2, A1 that attacks twice. Shatterbones, I got this in my last summoning video. This guy, I could have used him for the Razin event, but I already had the rares leveled up and ascended. Canoness, I have her twice and I'm not using her as food. I'm just keeping her just to see maybe she's needed for a fusion in the future. I'll be really lucky if it's that. Same thing with Juliana. I do have her maxed, level 60, fully ascended, full masteries, but I'm not using her as food right now because she might be, again, needed for something. I also have her boyfriend, this guy, Romero. So I use him in the faction wars just to unlock the skill. They do have a skill that you need the other one active as well. This one is an AoE, and for Juliana, it's what else do I have? I have a Crypt Witch. Does she do anything? No. Guys, if you see anything that I'm missing, of course, Gorgorab, I don't use him, to be honest, because I win arena enough with my setup with just CQ. I don't need a speed booster. If he applied an AoE defense down, he would be much better than Ghostborn. But since he doesn't, I need Ghostborn to apply that AoE defense down just to get that much extra damage with my team. Because my team is just rares doing AoE. I have Deathless, Knight Errant, Bushi, Gulkut, Hordin, of course. He's the one that Plarium is trying to sell to us, guys. They're trying to sell this guy to us for $50, I think. Who would pay this? No one would pay for this guy. I mean, he has a lot of reviews, but I would never pay for this guy. He does a decreased attack debuff, percentage chance, gives just an increased speed, increased attack buff, an increased critical rate. I mean, if he actually hit Hordin hits when it's in the first, I think in the second round in Dragon 20, there's a Hordin that attacks for a lot of damage. So if this guy hit like that, then he would be really useful, but he doesn't. This is Alika. I just got her. She's useless from what I know because she needs so many books. You need her sister as well to get that synergy going. So if you don't have her sister, if you don't have, I don't know, 7 plus 6, so many books. If you don't have, oh my god, is it 7 plus 7, 14 and 6, 20 epic skill books? Who has 20 epic skill books to use on her? No one. At least no one who would use it on her and like, okay, I'm doing a great investment on her. No, she's not worth it. Definitely not worth it. Shaman, everyone has her, and the unlucky ones have her more times than they wanted. They get her from a sacred shards This was before they changed it. Relic Keeper, of course, this guy, everyone has him as well. Exia, Territory Helm. I think these are the champions that I do have, guys. The reason I leveled them up, the good ones, I leveled them to the maximum of their star level, is because I use them in faction wars as well. Like for Banner Lords, I think I had Rowan. I think she could do stage 1. I just take them to a certain level that they can do stage 1. The High Elves, of course, I can do much better because I have Royal Guard and Apothecary. They can get me through a lot of the Sacred Order. Of course, everyone that has Aethel has a good Sacred Order team. I do have Juliana as well. Althar, it's really easy with Sacred Order for me. Barbarians, I have High Khatoon, I have her, and I have Berserker as well, yeah, and War Maiden. I have 4 heroes, so I'm good on Barbarians as well. As long as you can farm for faction wars, just the stage 1 or up to stage 6, you need to level from every function just one of those guys in order to just farm those glyphs. You need those glyphs because it really boosts your account. We don't have it yet, but I do have really strong dwarves. I have Molly, and then I have Rearguard Sergeant. These two, I think they can carry me through up to stage 7 at least. I really need this guy. He's really nice for the clan boss. If I don't get anything by that time because of his passive, Bulwark gives a 30% chance of extending the duration of all debuffs on the attacker. That's it. He's really good in extending the duration of debuffs. So this is my account, guys. Did you see any epics that you would think they would be good for me? The basic teams that I use are Ghostborn, Seeker, and Kill and Ethel for the PvP, and Clan Boss I use a mixture of Althar, Juliana, Royal Guard, Aethel, and Apothecary, of course. Apothecary goes on everything, so if you have him, max him out as soon as possible. Get as much speed as you can on him. The same thing with Seeker, get as much speed as you want, and you'll go through a lot of PvP. They go really well together. Of course, Soros, this guy is my stage 12-3 farmer. If you guys don't have a farmer, you can get either Soros or that Shield Barrier, I think that's what's his name. You need about 100% critical rate and critical damage, as much as you can. That would be great. And over 3000 attack is always good. Speed, you just need over 97, I think. What do I have? I have 108, but I think you can be 97. You need to go before the enemy waves go, so this is why you need about 97 or 107. If I get a nice critical damage amulet on him, it will be much easier to get those 6-second clears. Right now I average about 15 seconds just because of that third wave. You guys know what I'm talking about if you do farm it. And so guys, I'm gonna do a guide on Rearguard Sergeant, so wait for that, and for my other champions as well. If you don't have her, I use her in the clan boss, and of course Dragon 20. She is my carry for Dragon 20. I did the first clear on her on Dragon 20, and I was really amazed on what she did. Of course, guys, I also have maxed Sparring Pit and Max Mine. I also have the market fully opened. Of course, these are things that everyone should have by the mid to end level of your account, end game level. I'm currently gearing up my Great Hall. I try to do as many arena fights as I can that my time allows it. For this week, I am at 94%. Last week, I was at 96%. It was much better, I think. This week, I've fallen because I found some teams that were really surprising for my kind of nuke setup. If you didn't see my videos, check them out. I have a nuke setup and I lost 15 times, which was surprising. But this is the team I use to farm up all the medals, because you guys need you need to farm the accuracy right here, because you get 80 from here, and then you get a nice banner, you get 90 from the banner, so you have 170. You're almost at 200. That's what you need for Nightmare Clan Boss. And of course, after that, if you're going for ultimate, you need about 250, I think, accuracy, just to be certain that your debuffs are gonna land. So until you get up to Ultimate Clan Boss, get those accuracy boosts from the Great Hall. So guys, this was the video of my account overview, and of course the events on what's going on for the last 3 days. Farmed a bit for the champion training, and I'm at a point that I can get the gem rewards in the tournaments. So guys, thanks for watching, and check out my channel for the other videos that I have. Thanks for the support and subscribing to my channel so far. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. I do these kinds of videos on Raid Shadow Legends weekly. I do about 3 videos every week. I try to do as many as I can if my personal life allows it. Of course, check out everything that I do have, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.